Hi there everyone, this is DinoSasha here, and welcome back to another review, and today we're going to take a look at the figure. It is the Safari Ltd 2021 Baryonyx. Now, Baryonyx, which means heavy claw, is a genus of theropod dinosaur lived in the early Cretaceous period in the Baryonyx stage. About 130 to 125 million years ago, lived in the United States. I mean, England of United Kingdom. Now, the length is about 7.5 and 10 meters, 25 to 33 feet long, and weight is about 1.2 to 2 metric tons, or 1.3 to 1.2 short tons. Now, for our estimates, Baryonyx is one of the members of the Spinosaurus, including Suchomimus and the biggest of them all, Spinosaurus. Now, Baryonyx live in the UK, which is the England, which lives alongside with other creatures, including Iguanodon, and even other creatures that live in environment places. But, despite being a predator, this creature is indeed one of the smallest of their species. Well, yeah, of the main three. Now, Baryonyx has a close cousin of ML1190, which is a complete specimen. Now, they're carnivores, mainly eat meat. Now, let's talk about the sculpt. Sculpt on this Baryonyx is a lot more different. However, the fossils show that it has a huge claw, making it for catching fish. Now, I'm thinking, this Baryonyx looks a bit of a masterpiece if I were you. This is pretty good in my opinion. This is a pretty nice though. I think that Baryonyx is the top predator. Well, it is not a top predator, but there is some of its species where Baryonyx, which is a pretty cool species, and I have it for the prediction, and there we have it, the Baryonyx has arrived. Well, anyways, let's talk about the pose. It doesn't stand very well, but eventually we can remove the carpet, but it doesn't stand very well. Well, although it stands still, but the only problem, it cannot stand very fully, because it may fall, but it's okay pose. I think it's not that great though, but still, let's talk about the details. It is smooth details, along with the across the body, even the rest of it's all over it, because I mentioned how the Baryonyx stands in a position like this, so I like the details anyway. So let's talk about the color scheme. It is brown in color with beige all over it. It is even spots, all brown, but still, it's just a great figure with all across it. Now, it's actually a pretty good, very underrated figure, but it's still good. But let's talk about the head. Its head is a pretty nice detail on this theropod. But yes, this is considered a very accepted theropod, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be very, very excited for this, because one, I like how this design was. Anyway, let's see where the accuracy was. Accuracy is a perfect design for the Baryonyx, and I must say, this one is pretty nice, and I think it's the most accurate Baryonyx of them all. So, which is despite, it is not closely related to other Spinosaurus, including the Sigilamasaurus. Well, I guess Sigilamasasaurus, which is a pretty cool, very underrated species. Well, anyway, we're gonna bring up a ruler, so let's give this Baryonyx a measure. Terms from the length from tip of the snout, always tip of the tail. We're looking at a close at the size. It is about, well, I'm gonna move it a little so we can see the size. It is about 9.4 inches, and which is only at about 23 centimeters, and the height, which is on top of the neck over here, we're looking at about 3.2 inches, and which is only at about 7.5 centimeters. For comparison, I'm going up to the only Baryonyx figure that I have, and there it is, one and only like Baryonyx. Now, it is a lot bigger, but it is actually the best figure I haven't seen it when Camosaurus like that figure. It possesses Suchomimus-like color scheme, but it can have articulated jaw. Yeah, that's a pretty cool design for a Baryonyx to open a mouth like this. And yes, that's a pretty cool design, but I still like that Baryonyx though. But for a rating, and I'm gonna give this Baryonyx a 9.5 out of 10. Well, that's a pretty good figure though. But people review them as the accurate Baryonyx, but one of which is my Gibson Kai, aka Bionicosaurus on the YouTube, has a figure to review it. And even the rest. And I must say, this is considered a figure on the top of its now. But for now, if you know about this figure, let me know in the comments. Well anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications so you'll never miss the video. And leave a comments below, and I hope you see you for another review about the Collective 2022 Deluxe Geosternbergia or Pteranodon sternbergi. Goodbye everyone, and see you all next time.